Why, hello there YouTube, and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I am a Whovian, and today I am reviewing Doctor Who Boomtown. So this is a 2005 episode from Series 1, and yeah, at this point I might as well just tell you now, I'm reviewing all of Series 1 and getting that done and dusted because I've reviewed most of Series 1 with the 9th Doctor of Doctor Who on this channel, so I thought I might as well just get the whole thing reviewed, have the playlist up and that, so you can check it out anytime, like Series 11 and that, and I can just get on to review other Doctors. So these next few upcoming Who reviews are going to be on Series 1 on the 9th Doctor and that. So yeah, this episode is a follow-up to the two-part story from before, Aliens of London in World War III, where we find out that the sister Slitheen, Margaret in it, that she's called, or Vorm, survived the whole bombing on Downing Street, and she survived and then became Mayor of London and is planning to build a massive nuclear plant in the centre of Cardiff to cause a meltdown, and she's just going to get off and surf scot-free on a surfboard like thing, hovercraft and that. But not unless the Doctor, Rose, Captain Jack and Micky have something to say about it. So yeah, we get the return of Noel Clarke as Micky in this, as they go to Cardiff, goes to Cardiff to meet the Doctor, Rose, and to his surprise Captain Jack, played by John Barrowman, and yeah, they're seeing what she's up to. Well, no, they go to Cardiff for a catch-up and a laugh, but then they find out that Blom, or Margaret the Slitheen, has survived, and the Doctor goes to deal with her, and that, only to discover that if she does go back to Raxacorical Valvatorius, she will be put on the death penalty. And well, yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. The Doctor takes pity, gives her one last meal at some restaurant they go to. And also, they go to Cardiff because in another episode, The Unquiet Dead, we discover that the city of Cardiff is built under a rift, and the rift, as like I said, is a weak point in time and space, and the TARDIS can absorb all that energy, so it's like a pit stop. So, let's get to my likes and dislikes about this one. So first of all, the likes. I like Christopher Eccleston in this, as always. He's a great Doctor, as I've said before in my 9th Doctor reviews. So yeah, he was great in it. Billy Piper, lovely as ever in it. John Barrowman, cheesy and funny and lovable as Captain Jack. And Mickey Smith, clearly the comic relief before he became all badass in Series 2. So yeah, that's what I liked. I also liked the Slitheen in it, the last Slitheen. Now, in this, she was the last Slitheen, and, well, the last of the surviving Slitheen siblings, and I couldn't help but feel sorry for her. I mean, she was evil in that, she killed people and stuff who tried to get in her way of this whole power plant construction plan. But then there's a bit where she sees a bit of humanity in her, and it's like she's, you know, she seems to have been in that human skin for too long, you know, and yeah, she even tries to prove to the Doctor that she's changed a lot, and the Doctor sort of believes her, but he says that she has to answer for her crimes and that. So in a way, I feel kind of sorry for her in that. I also liked the the effects in this, especially when the rift opened and the TARDIS was absorbing the energy. I also liked in this that we got to see the heart of the TARDIS. Now, I remember watching this episode for the first time, and I never knew that the TARDIS was alive till I saw this episode. I was like, the TARDIS has a heart, and then it says the TARDIS is alive. So that was interesting, a living ship and that. So yeah, the Tardis is alive, a living thing. What else did I like about this episode? Yeah, it was an okay episode, but we will get to that now. What I did not like about this one in the dislikes. So first of all, my dislikes. What I didn't like. Well, I didn't like... This was clearly a filler episode. Just one last episode before we get to the 2-part finale. And to be honest, this kind of felt a bit of a blunt episode looking back at it now. I feel like this was clearly a filler episode. It was a little bit boring, like, did it need to be done, this episode? And that. Basically, the Slitheen in it, she's trying to blow up Cardiff and that, but the Doctor, it's like a crisis the Doctor can handle. But yeah, I just don't think much to this episode. There's some action, there's small little bits of action here, a chase sequence, and some comedy from Noel Clarke as Micky. But other than that, I don't think there was much went on in this episode, to be honest. It was like, no global crisis or because the Doctor was there to deal with it. So yeah, bit of a flat episode, but Christopher Eccleston and all them lot make it watchable. But other than that, the plot to it, I don't think much of it. So yeah, that's one of my dislikes to this episode. But all in all, do I recommend Boomtown? It's an okay episode. I guess if you feel like if you're in a mood for another Slitheen episode other than Aliens in London and World War III, then yeah, this one is alright. But yeah, like I say, this was a filler and not a lot happened in it other than the Doctor coming face to face with the last Slitheen and that. So yeah, I think the whole cast and everything, including the Slitheen, I can't remember the actress's name now, but she did great in this too. Everyone in this put up a great performance, but the story just wasn't there for me. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Doctor Who Boomtown, you know what, it wasn't for me, so I'll give it a 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 out of 5 I'd say. You know, so it's a bit of half there. 2.5 out of 5. So yeah, that has been my Who review on Doctor Who Boomtown. Let me know, what did you think to this one? Tell me down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And to hit that notification bell. I am Davros the Whovian, and you have been watching Who Reviews. So yeah, all my social media links are down below in the description. So yeah, till next time, run for your life.